The Democratic presidential candidates facing tough questions at the Fox News town hall last night in Detroit. Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders laying out key differences in their campaign ahead of today's Michigan primary. Clinton in the hot seat over the ongoing email investigation. The former Secretary of State once again claiming she hasn't been notified that she or her staff are the subject of the FBI investigation. Now this coming just days after we learned Clinton wrote 104 sensitive emails sent out on her unsecured homebrew server.
Nothing I sent was marked classified or that I received was marked classified. And specifically with respect to your question, every government official, and this is a legal theory, not just a theory, it's a legal rule, gets to choose what is personal and what is official. What we turned over were more than 30,000 emails that I assumed were already in the government system, Brett, because they were sent to state.gov addresses. Sure.
Clinton did go on to say other government agencies decide what is considered classified. Our own chief intelligence correspondent Catherine Herridge has pointed out the intelligence agency that generates the information has the final say on classification. Okay, Judge, the first point about her saying last night that she has not been notified that the FBI is investigating her or her staff, that's par for the course. They don't notify Hillary Clinton.
Well, they notify you at the end. They would not notify her that they're investigating others because of various privacy regulations. So her staff could be notified. You are in our crosshairs. We suggest you consult an attorney, and the attorney come and speak with us, and Mrs. Clinton not know about it. I do not know if she's been notified. It's probably a little too early for her to be notified. But at some point, the FBI will come calling. And we'll say, Mrs. Clinton, we would like to speak with you and your lawyer. Here's what we have. Do you want to talk to us, or should we bring this to a grand jury? And then she has the awful, awful Hobson's choice of maintaining her innocence and her candidacy or staying out of jail. Because if they present this to a grand jury, she will certainly be indicted, and the Democrats are not going to run somebody for president who's a criminal defendant in a felony prosecution.
Will they run somebody who has to plead the fifth is the question, too, because even if it doesn't get that far, that could be an option. So a question about when they give people immunity, which I've always understood as kind of encircling the person in the middle, and it makes it tougher for that person to stand up and not be consistent, congruent with what's being said, because the person who's been given immunity, Brian Pagliano or others, might be saying some things that could harm her. Is that any indication more that this is a criminal case? Do you find immunity in, like, civil cases?
No. The answer to that question is no. The answer to your first question is yes. It is definitely a criminal case. The FBI investigates for violations of federal crimes, for commission of federal crimes, and for breaches of national security. This is the rare investigation in which they're looking at both. The fact that they gave Brian Pagliano immunity means a couple things. One, they are already working with lawyers in the Justice Department. They are not working on their own.
They're encircling her.
They want to present a case against somebody.
So how can she
there is a grand jury to hear the case
that it's coming to a close? How does she know
By the way,
she can't see the case?
To go further on Catherine Herridge's awesome reporting and fact-checking on Hillary Clinton's comments last evening, she also points out that that Hillary Clinton said that she handed over all these emails. It was not an act of transparency. She was forced to hand over these emails, but she represented it last night as if she was just openly.
Let me tell you two things. On handing over the emails, she handed over paper hard copies of the emails.
Correct.
That means she kept back for herself the metadata that underlies every email, which the government would have gotten had she not taken it in the first place. Second, and I am sick and tired of hearing her say this, and she says it over and over again. She just said it to Bret Baier last night on the clip we just ran. Quote, I neither sent nor received emails marked classified. Mrs. Clinton knows this. Nothing is marked classified. The markings are confidential, secret, or top secret.
So she lied to Bret Baier.
She materially misrepresents to Bret Baier, to the audience, to the Democrats, and to the FBI who've heard her say that till they're sick of hearing it.
Well, why do so many people want to just sweep this under the rug? That's the thing I don't understand.
Because they are hardened supporters for her, because they have a dream of a female progressive in the White House, and they're willing to overlook even criminal activity in order to achieve that goal.
Very quickly, we're learning that she personally wrote more than 100 sensitive emails. What does that tell you?
Sensitive emails mean they contain state secrets. That means she was oblivious of the fact that these were state secrets and that she failed to safeguard them. She wrote them on a non-secure server, and she sent them to people on other non-secure servers who didn't have security clearances.
So when she says that that was all those years ago, she has no respect for history. None.
She has no respect for federal law.
Just bold-faced lying.
And
on
no
top of everything
respect
else.
for the truth. All right.